I think I finished the left panel. So the comms panel was done yesterday, and today I finished the left panel, and then I'm gonna move on to the right panel. So the left panel is the navigation, contacts, transactions, and as you can see, the target pane is grayed out because I don't have a target. I don't think I'm gonna work on these up-down thingies on the left, like on transactions, because on this page you're gonna see all the transactions anyway. Like, I don't think I'm gonna work on these, like missions, passengers, you know, because really, like, if you have the time to sort through these things in flight, you probably can, you know, can do it manually like that. So I don't think I'm gonna, it's not really gonna add a lot of value doing these by voice. And you're gonna see everything in transactions anyway, so I'm not gonna go up and down. But the target, it's important, right? Because now they merge the subtargets and the cargo scan into one tab called target, and then it depends whether you have a target lock or whatever. And I was lucky that EDDI actually has like a value that checks whether you have a ship locked. So, you know, so I worked that out. And this is just to show you that, and I think it works. Exit. So if you don't have a ship target, like now I have the sun targeted, you know, the star. So I'll just say subtargets. Subtargets.
Subtarget unavailable without target.
So it knows that you don't have anything in target. Right. Subtargets.
Target a ship first, Commander.
So it tells you what to do, and then then you target a ship. The only problem is when you target a ship like that, it takes a while, right, for the target to, you know, that scan, the target thing. Depends what your sensor class is. I don't want to put in a pause for that, because it's just gonna make everything slower. Right, so every time you target, it's like fucking, it's gonna pause, you know. So I think instead of doing that, I'm just gonna leave it to the commander discretion, you know. So you know that, like, you target something, you're supposed to wait a while until you see all the info about the target. And the reason for that is because after you know, it takes a while for that target tab to light up. And it actually doesn't light up until you cross the contacts tab. So for example, if I want to go to that target tab here and I go previous one, you know, it's gonna screw it up. So instead, in my logic, I make it like next 3. So like it goes through transactions to contact and then go to target. When it passes contact, it's gonna select the current target that you have, that, you know, and then it will go to the target. So that's the strategy, and I'm not going to put in a pause, you know, during the target scanning. I think that's just going to make everyone slower. So let's try that again. Subtargets.
Subtarget unavailable without target.
So now you gotta lock something. So now I just find some stuff to lock. And then you wait for the target scan, right? Subtargets. See how the target never lit up until it passes the contacts tab? That's a kind of, you know, weird thingy going on, but I checked for that also. So cargo scan. See what happened? So I was in cargo scan and that target went out of range. So then now the target tab, it's grayed out, but the tab stays on the third one, the contacts, right? So I also checked for that. So now when you say exit, it's gonna jump back to navigation. It's a lot of work in that, but I'm quite proud that, you know, I spent an afternoon doing this. So exit. See how it jumps back to 1? Right. So it won't screw up, you know. So now let's say contacts. Contacts.
Contacts.
You know, it knows. So there are a lot of things that could happen. If you decide to play it by hand, then things can screw it up still. So for example, let's test the other thing that could screw up, right? That I fixed. So let's test the other thing. The other thing is when you switch between subtargets and cargo scan within that target thingy. Right?
Too much damage.
Exit. Subtargets.
Subtarget unavailable without target.
So now I'm gonna target some stuff. And then you wait for the scan.
From NPC Federal Security
Targets.
Service, you'll get yours. Lawless scum. Subtargets.
So that part was, it got out of the range right when I was about to say subtarget. Exit. And now it screws up. So that's like super tricky. Like, how do you even prevent that from happening? You know? Like, I set subtarget to right when it got out of range, in between words. So now it's screwed up. So if I go navigation. Navigation.
Navigation.
Wrong tab.
Tab name please.
Transactions.
Thank you, Commander. Calibration complete.
Exit. Subtargets.
Subtargets.
Manifest.
Manifest.
Cargo scan.
Cargo scan.
Subtargets.
Subtargets.
Now the ship is gonna jump away from me and it's gonna jump back to contacts. Like he's moving, you see the kilometers? Right. And now it, you know, and I detect the no longer being targeted and it already set the tab number back to 3. So now I go exit. Exit. So I think I'm gonna work on that more. Like, what happens if you say subtargets or cargo scan right when the ship leaves your targeting distance? That's gonna be super tricky. I'm gonna work on that. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.